making forward runs to try and break Man City's offside line. That's what they're going to be looking to do today.
Yes, the wide player on the right is Ahmad and not Garnacho, who scored the opening goal and played a big part. He's on the bench. And there's Guardiola, who did play in the Euros but went out at the group stage. So he and Kovacic were early returnees. They did go to America, but there's a whole raft of players who are involved who didn't, including Kevin De Bruyne is on the bench, and Bernardo Silva, who's 30 years old today. We might see him later on.
I think at times we might see Manchester United go to a back three with Dalot pushing forward down the right-hand side. Martinez just tucking in as the third centre-half. He's playing at left-back at the moment, the Argentinian.
And Johnny Evans alongside Harry Maguire. Johnny Evans, who played for Manchester United in the Community Shield in 2009. Of course, as you all well know, back for a second spell. In between, of course, winning the FA Cup on this very ground with Leicester City. So what for Harry Maguire? Again, talk about transfers. Varane has gone, of course, who played in the cup final. Amrabat, who was on loan, hasn't come back, although there's talk that might still happen. As for Manchester City, of course, you'll all know about Julian Alvarez and his projected move to Spain. He's been playing in the Olympics, so even if he was still to be involved with City, he certainly wouldn't be here today. Casemiro, who wasn't on the team sheet in the end, he was on the original team sheet for the cup final, but felt a twinge in the warm-up and stepped aside. He was only a substitute. And he's very much the one who can drop in if you're talking about a three, Stuart. That's another way of doing it, isn't it, I guess, with Casemiro between Maguire and Evans.
Yeah, that big game against Coventry City in the semi-final here, he played as the right-sided centre-back. And he got on the ball and made some good passes. Defensively, he wasn't quite so strong. Saw him a couple of times in pre-season where, I have to say, people ran past him a little bit too easily on one or two occasions.
Of course, Erik ten Hag has rearranged the backroom staff, including hiring Ruud van Nistelrooy, scored 150 goals for Manchester United, the first of which was in, I think it might have still been the Charity Shield then, or it was certainly about to change to the Community Shield when the charitable status was questioned. Lewis. Fernandes. And through the middle there was Mason Mount, who had a season to forget, really. Did come on the last few seconds of the cup final to get a winner's medal, having lost 3 in a row with Chelsea. Jared Gillett is the referee. That's a late change. He upgraded from 4th official when the original choice, John Brooks, had to pull out with an injury. Yeah, they do get injured as well, refs. They do run around. Here's the talented and versatile Rico Lewis. No Kyle Walker today, or John Stones, or Phil Foden, or indeed Rodri, all finalists, of course, in Euro 2024, but that hasn't put off Kobbie Mainoo. Obviously couldn't resist the chance to play at Wembley again, and young enough.